Hi, welcome to Democracy Channel. My name's Stephen Manson. I'm your host. And with me today is David Rosenfeld.
Hi.
Here he is. David, tell the audience your role with the local Boy Scout troop.
I am an assistant scoutmaster, and I'm also working with the Cub Scouts with the bear cub age.
Awesome. So today I'd like to ask you about some of your work in reference to the natural world, vegetation, learning to know the members of the plant world and raising your scouts' knowledge about it. So can you just tell the audience a little bit about what you've done with your Boy Scout troop to bring them into contact with the plant life that's in the natural setting?
Sure. Anything the Boy Scouts do, they do with a purpose. So when we do go on a hike, they're going on a hike for the purpose of fulfilling some sort of requirements. So for example, there are many merit badges. Boys have to get a certain number of merit badges to move up in rank. Some of them are required and some of them are voluntary. So for example, one of the merit badges is called botany, but there are other related merit badges. There's forestry, there's other merit badges as well. So if we go on a hike with one boy or more who need particular requirements on these merit badges, then we'll go over the material for that requirements. It might be identify a certain number of tree leaves, it might be identify something about the kind of environment. Is it a forest? Is it a desert? Is it a mountain?
Okay, but wait, now walk us through a hike. Like you're on a hike, you've gotten to the location. Just tell us what's the first 5-minute period of the hike, just so we can picture it.
Well, first of all, you have to make sure that before you even go on the hike, that's really the biggest part of it, that you have the preparation. All the boys need to be, everyone needs to be dressed properly. Right? You don't show up in sandals. You need to make sure that everyone knows what the hike route is. You have maps, you have compasses, and you know how to use the compasses. You need to make sure everybody's prepared for the hike. Are you taking a 1-hour hike? Are you taking an easy hike? You're going up a mountain, taking a 6-hour hike?
Tell us about the mountain. You've been up a mountain?
Sure.
Okay, tell us about that. Let's hear about a mountain study. What do you do? What do you show them as you're walking with them, and how do you organize the physical process of walking and everything?
So again, then it depends on what kind of mountain you're talking about. If you're talking about like going like sheer up a mountain, that's something I have not done. That is technical rope work, which you can do, but that really takes specialized equipment. Right? We don't generally do that. We do go up a mountain, but we go up a mountain that we can walk up. When we do that, then in that sense, it's really no different than any other hike. Just that you always need to be aware of your group. You wouldn't want to go on a difficult hike with a very different group of ability, where you're going to have some people way in the front and some people way in the back, and nobody's going to be happy because everybody's going to be waiting up. So you have to see, before you even go out, you have to make sure that you have a group. There's a lot of things you need to know. Are you dressed properly for it? Do you have the right amount of food, water, depending on the time of year?
But now when you just picture the hike, just go right to the hike's beginning now. Tell the audience what happens as you're doing the hike, what you see, what you do. Well, just describe what's the last setting you went on a hiking on a mountain.
On a mountain? Well,
what's the last hike you went on? Forget the mountain.
Well, most recent hikes I've done with the Boy Scouts. Remember, you also
nature hike. Most recent nature hike. Where was that?
Well, probably in Camp Pouch.
All right, tell us. Camp Pouch. Tell us what is it like there? What do they have? Tell us about the surroundings. Describe it for us.
Well, what I always tell people when we go to Pouch is that it's amazing. You could go in the middle of Pouch, you could have somebody blindfolded, and you take off the blindfold, they would never believe they were in New York City.
Right.
You have acres and acres of woods. You can actually get lost in the woods. You have ponds and lakes and deer, snakes, trails, all different trails. So then what you do depends on what is your goal on the hike. Are you trying to identify plants? Are you trying to look for animal tracks? Are you looking for other animal signs? Are you in the wintertime looking for animal tracks in the snow?
Okay, it sounds neat.
It depends.
All right, that's all the time we have. But next time we're going to go with David on a nature hike. It's going to be in the middle of the Gobi Desert. We're going to be left in the middle of the desert with no map and no water. It's going to be amazing. Tune in next time. Thanks a lot. I'm Stephen Manson. This has been Nature with Democracy Channel. Thank you, David, for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being had.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.